Salute, once again, Stic, RBG Fit Club, Scott Shuttler, Strength Performance Training Systems, and I just left Kettle Hell, so if I'm a little winded, bear with me, man. But we here with our Q&A series once again.
That's why we got to do these before you train, man.
Exactly. Right? You don't even. We'll post that later. What he just had.
How come after your workout I'm never the one out of breath, huh?
You see what I'm saying?
What's up?
See, it's insane. Okay, so we got a question coming in from Terrance Worlds, and he says, "I'm trying to create a workout regimen that will help me lose fat, but gain muscle at the same time." Right? He's 360 pounds, and he says he's ready to change his lifestyle one step at a time.
Okay, so you hear this a lot, people wanting to lose fat and gain muscle. And I think this is one of those things that comes about when people start seeing those, 12-week transformations, the before and afters and stuff like that, because I lost, 25 pounds of fat and I put on 15 pounds of muscle. Well, the whole idea of burning fat and gaining muscle simultaneously, I wouldn't say it's a myth, but it's not as easy to do. And you've got a little experience in this, okay? So now generally beginners who haven't been in the gym for a while, they're a little bit out of shape, generally they're going to build a little bit of muscle, they're going to burn a little bit of fat. But there's a point in time where you're going to have to serve one of those two masters. You're either going to have to focus on fat loss, or you're going to have to focus on gaining muscle. Now, if Terrance is just starting out, yeah, he's probably going to burn some fat and he's going to build muscle simultaneously, but at his weight, if he's 360 pounds, now we don't know how tall he is, but still, that's, it sounds like he's got a lot of body fat to lose. I would focus Terrance mainly on losing the fat. Get the nutrition in line, focus on burning the fat. That doesn't mean don't strength train and don't try to build muscle. That's going to be an important part of this program.
Right.
But focus on getting the fat down, and then when you're as lean as you'd like to be, then you can switch goals and maybe focus on greater muscle gains. Now, like I said, he's probably going to build a little bit of muscle while he's burning this fat if he's just starting out, but eventually that's going to slow down. We know how tough it is to gain muscle, right? Using Stic as an example here, we've been working out and you put on quite a bit of mass, but you put on a little bit of body fat with that too. You didn't stay totally lean. So, we had to serve the mass gain master first, and then we had to go back and start trimming it up and get rid of that extra body fat that you put on. So, Terrance, what I would say is this. Focus mainly on burning the body fat. I'm guessing, based on your question, that that's your primary goal right now, because you said you want to lose some fat, gain some muscle at the same time. So I'm saying focus on the fat loss first. Now, the programming really is outside the scope of this Q&A here, but what I'm going to do is, in the comments section underneath this video, I'm going to type up a basic outline, a basic template that you can follow. What I would like to see you doing is doing some very low impact cardio every day. I don't like really heavy people going out and doing a lot of running, things that are high impact on the joints. I would recommend walking for an hour, or working up to walking for an hour a day if you could. You can do things like swimming, cycling, just things that are going to be a little bit lower impact. I hate seeing those fitness TV shows where they've got the 300, 400 pound people out there who haven't been working out and they got them running wind sprints and stuff like that. That's horrible on your joints. Your body doesn't want to carry that weight, so why are you going to load the knees, the ankles, the hips, and the back, right? So Terrance, what I'd like to see you doing is just making regular low intensity cardio a part of your daily plan. Start out, if you can only do 15 continuous minutes, 20, just get out and walk. Get to the gym and ride a bicycle or something like that. Do something that's low impact, but build up to about an hour if you can daily of low intensity cardiovascular exercise. Then as your body fat gets down to lighter levels and you're getting a little bit more mobile and you're building some strength through some weightlifting, then you could look at doing things like running and sprinting as you get more conditioned up to it, but don't start with it. Daily low intensity cardio for now, and then I'd like to see you doing some strength training 3 times a week, doing a full body strength training workout, and I'm going to put a little template of this down in the comments section underneath this video. I'm also going to link you back to my video exercise index where you can see all the exercises that I'm going to recommend you do for free. It's right on my YouTube page, so I'm going to link you back to that, and that's how I would build your basic program as far as the training goes. Now, with the training comes nutrition. So I don't know if you prescribe to a certain way of eating. Stic and I are both very plant-based type guys. We tend to focus more on plant-based nutrition, but find a nutrition plan that's going to work for you, that you're going to be able to maintain for a lifetime. Don't go on any crash diets. We want to look at something that you can do as a lifestyle change and not really worrying about doing anything too radical or too extreme. That's the success to long-term weight loss and getting healthy and getting in shape.
Powerful, man. And that index is amazing, man. All right. The next question comes in from Deerfield Beach, Florida, from the Don, Giafardino. And he's got an interesting question. It's like a multiple choice. He says, if I didn't eat breakfast, lunch, and a snack, should I A, eat a dinner and a snack, B, eat 3 meals spaced out before bed, C, eat a huge late dinner like the Warrior Diet recommends, or D, pound food constantly until bed?
Okay, so first of all, we got to give Don a shout out. He's the maker of the AdX Adjustable Exercise Club. You got to check one of these out.
For sure.
This is awesome here.
Just a moment.
Basically, what this is, we do a lot of the Indian club training, things like that, and Don has been working on this heavy adjustable club. Basically, what it is you've got 4 cylinder weights that load onto this handle with a screw-on cap, and this thing goes from 3.5 pounds at the handle all the way up to about 24 or 25 pounds with all the weights loaded on. So it's about 5 clubs in one. So this thing's pretty slick and pretty cool, and actually something that I'm training with right now and I'm going to be reviewing here. So I just had to give our buddy Don a shout out there for that, because this is an awesome piece of training equipment. But back to his question, he's asking about nutrition. And this, we're going to have to tread a little bit, cautiously here, because we're not dietitians and stuff like that. So we can only speak from experience, what I've seen my clients do and what I've experienced and stuff like that. But this is a good question, because really what he's asking is, when a bad day pops up, and I've been, maybe I've been working all day or something, you know how it is when you're in the studio and you forget to eat and stuff like that.
Right.
So what should I do basically he's asking, how do I get back on track? And the key here is, what's your goal, okay? If you're in a mass gaining phase, or you're trying to build a lot of muscle or a lot of size, that's all about calories coming in. So then I'd say D, pound food constantly until bed. Get as many calories as you can. That's how we gain. We just eat and eat and eat, which you know about. You just did recently.
Yeah.
What he's talking about with that whole warrior diet thing, that was a book that was written by a guy named Ori Hofmeckler. And basically the idea behind the warrior diet is you go through a period of undereating, basically fasting throughout the day, or eating very, very light, like you could eat a little bit of fruit here and there, or maybe some nuts or something, but very, very small meals, if any, more like a snack or something. But preferably you're trying to fast during the day, then you're trying to overeat at night, where you consume an abundance of calories at night. And some people have experienced a huge amount of success with that, as far as leaning up, maintaining lean mass, improving health and stuff like that. And if that's something you're interested in, definitely check it out. I do have the book. It was a very interesting read. But you also see things similar with this whole intermittent fasting thing that's going on right now. A lot of people where they won't eat for, say, like, up until, they'll fast until like 11 or 12 o'clock in the morning or afternoon. Then they'll eat all their calories between, like, say, noon and 4 or noon and 6. But they give themselves a window where they eat all their calories. And then they go back into that fasting from like 6 or 7 p.m. until the next morning or whatever. Maybe they only do that a couple of days a week. But basically, it's this intermittent fasting protocol that's been shown to some people. They've got, a lot of success with that as far as leaning up. And then his other 2 options, just get back on track, eat dinner, maybe an evening snack, or eat 3 meals spaced out before bed, basically trying to maybe make up for what he didn't get during the day. So those are all 4 very different options, and I would say it should be based on what your goal is. If you're trying to gain mass, just get back on track pounding the calories. If you're trying to maintain, honestly, option A sounds like the best thing to me, because that you're just getting back on track at dinner, then you're having a snack, and I liken that to the whole idea that if you're driving down the road, you get a flat tire, what do? You get out and fix a tire, right? Or you call AAA or something, right?
Right.
Do you get out and pop the other 3? No, absolutely not. So I would say, if you have a bad day, just get right back on track at the next meal. If you're just trying to maintain, or if you're trying to burn body fat, I certainly wouldn't try to slam extra calories. Now, again, I'm not a dietitian, but I'm just trying to think about this logically. Just focus, make your decision based on what your goal is. So if you ever get off track, just pick back up where you are with what your goal is. And it was build mass, eat the calories. If it's staying lean and just trying to maintain, just get back on track in your next meal, and hopefully you don't have too many of those bad scenario days pop up.
Sounds awesome, man, and all that food talk is making me hungry. So we're gonna take some more questions. You keep sending them in. Q&A with Stic and Scott. We holler. Stay fit.